so much awesome Highlander so far that we've seen, but nothing even remotely compares to what you're about to witness. Kiti versus Strong Opinions. This is really where the miracle workers fight against the magicians. There's everything you've ever wanted in Highlander is going to be experienced in the next few moments of your life. I am Agro, this is Seal, and this is Jakeowaty. You know them, you've been listening to them, you've been appreciating their dulcet tones versus anger management course phase 2.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it was a pretty hype game, I mean, to be fair. So, getting ready for this game, Seal?
Right.
What do you
We did have the maps. It was Product and Warmtic, right?
It's Gullywash,
Galiwash.
Warmthik, and then the decider will be, just 1 second, gonna get in the additional information. People don't know, we don't know, but we're gonna start with Galiwash first. It's a 5 CP map.
It's not payload and it's not steel. It was at the beginning at least, so we get some variety.
Yeah, I mean, it seems that Strong Opinions are not doing too hot on payload so far. I'm not sure about the 5 CP, but Kiti has crushed every single game they played on the 5 CP so far. So maybe that's because that's why they picked, or that map was picked. I mean, I don't think Strong Opinions would have picked a map that Kiti are just so good at. So it's going to be definitely interesting to see. I mean, Light Claw on Scout, Bashi on Soldier, just a power combo on the flank, Crime on the stickies, and you have Pahan, who's just so hard to kill, like such a survival medic. And then on the other side, I mean, you have Viljak, who's been doing an amazing job.
Maybe that's what they want to do. You know, they just play payload. They kind of, you know, more combo. Yeah, it's combo oriented. You play around your pick classes. You know, put them on 5 CP. You have Aduski and Viljak on the flank. You know, that's something to watch out for.
Yeah, and there's basically, like you see, Viljak, Light Claw, Bashi, Aduski. Then you have Eames, and then you have Crime. They're also like closely matched. That's kind of actually difficult to see if Strong Opinions will be able to take this one. Maybe we'll actually see an upset. We don't know. This is the game that you should all be watching, and it's one of the most exciting games we can get today. We actually thought they're going to meet in the finals, but we're going to see them a little bit more. And actually, the loser of this game will get their chance at coming back into this. I believe that's how the tournament works.
Yeah, it's a double elimination, so we should be and end up in a lower bracket final.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is maybe a preview of the final we'll get.
Yeah.
And I think that Kiti might go into this, with no pressure because they're playing on Strong Opinions. They just go and play their game. They don't think what will Strong Opinions do because that Strong Opinions will do. So, Strong Opinions have the expectations of winning every single match. And Kitty's coming in here like, well, let's have fun.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so much writing on Strong Opinions' arms as well, or shoulders. Everyone is expecting them to win. Everyone has their hopes that they'll win. If we had those betting sites, I mean, still, probably all the money would be put on Strong Opinions. And that's why I am really looking forward to the upset that Kiti might cause them. Starting with CP Galiwash and going to Koth Warmthik, very damage-centric map Seal. And seeing those rosters, it really, I think that Strong Opinions are definitely better on payload because they're like a cohesive team, pushing together. They know they have everything just on lockdown. But Kiti's bakenbardami, they just have those individual skills and they have everything just so tight. Like you can see, there's no cracks in their offense. They've won almost every single game to 0.
Right. I mean, this is only a 5 CP map, a 6s map. You have players like Eames and Aduski. Players who wasn't so hot in the previous round. Maybe they will turn up now and feel like, well, at least we're not playing steel and we can play a proper map.
As we're getting into the game between Kiti's bakenbardami and Strong Opinions, Eames is really fast in the middle, already putting so much damage on the choke there on the garage. Crime is a little bit slower. And he goes into the banana, putting a lot of damage as well himself. Cloudy has been huge last game. Let's see if we can repeat the same feat from before. Pahan half health, losing his heavy, losing Light Claw as well. He has to get away from the situation. Here comes Toasto. They find him so close. He was just stabbing the medic, but he didn't quite get him. Toast goes down himself, but they lost a lot of players in that engagement, and Strong Opinions will be able to get this one. Bashi low on health, but he'll survive this engagement as well. And looks like we'll be looking at a second point defense coming out of Kiti. Strong Opinions coming in strong to the first mid.
I mean, Kiti did come up strong on the mid. Like, they took their side, they looked decisive, but Vilja picked up 3 frags. He solo, 3 kills straight up, and he just turned the tide for them in that fight.
Yeah, Bosch trying to go from behind. He misses that one jump, and now Eames picks him up. Now goes forward with that full Uber. And he picks up as well. Sekos gets headshot by Finske. That does not look too good for CJ. CJ decides to get away from the situation, but this is the prime time for Kiti to get on the case here. Going in forward, popping really late. That's what Pahan is really good at. Stay alive until the very last second. CJ's in a lot of trouble. Chahu's just trying to push everybody away. Now he's out of the situation. CJ's running away. He's getting shot 50 HP on that man. He grabs that little candy bar to heal himself up, but he was so low. Such a shame that Kiti didn't manage to finish him off. But now they're in control of the middle point. They're gonna get back spawns, unfortunately, but they will control this point. Yatinski goes up and gets the low air shot onto Finske. That's a big you were looking for. Lakla going down as well, trying to follow, and this is the counter coming out of Strong Opinions, looking extremely confident under this mid fight.
I mean, the first thing, they lost the first fight when they won mid and then trying to push in second, but they were dry pushing and didn't want to use Uber. But they get pushed back. But then, instead of running away, they just waited for everyone to spawn. They grouped up 9 players, and then Aduski comes in with a bomb to distract, and everyone just floods the point.
Ooh, TS missing that stab. I don't know. The backpack just looks so huge. Just jabbed the backpack here. Cloudy going for an air shot in the air, but well, it didn't quite work out with the sniper rifle. Now Kiti are on the defensive. Second point has been capped by Strong Opinions. They're missing Crime as well on the blue side. He's just gonna respawn. Pahan hits that 100%. CJ is also sitting on that nice round number. We'll be seeing a push any time at this moment, but they're getting ready, like just healing up, buffing up as well. And, well, I'm actually surprised. Will Kiti be able to hold the offense coming out? Toast is feeding them all the kinds of information they need to get this one pushed. He's going in. He's going into the aggressive spot on the Cray. He's trying to at least. He sees the medic. He has his sights on him. He wants to get him down, and the fire does not here. Marcus is not really smudging it. Iski goes up, but just hits the bar there, the pole. Didn't quite manage to get Baha. Baha gets some spam damage on him. They really want to get him dropped, but he's holding on to it. I mean, that's what Pahan does. He's an amazing medic.
I mean, Strong Opinions is holding big door here, waiting for a pick from either their sniper or the spy, or even Aduski, but they're gonna hold very comfortably here in bait door and see if Kiti dares to push out, because they can contest the point from here without, risking too much.
Poker getting really aggressive. He's gonna pick up one. No, he's not. Actually, he gets out the scout. Viljak on 11 HP gets away with his life, and then Poker gets picked up itself. This gets sniped as well, and here comes the Uber. They don't want to wait anymore. The sticky trap goes off, but both people are flashy, and it goes to counter pop of the Fahad. He's known for those late pops. Here comes Marcus 14, just burning up Yahoo, who was the only person going into this. It seems that Storm Face decided to kind of leave this point alone. This Uber was already doomed, so instead of losing players left and right, they'd rather strengthen than hold on the second point.
They try to push with their heavy and the demo, but they didn't flash Emilio, and I don't think they should push with Emilio as well for main, because there's so much ground to cover and the heavy is so slow they need a scout or a pyro.
Bosch actually sitting on the second point, slowly getting a cap. That's not what the Strong Opinions really want. They're going to pick up Meath up there in the balcony, but Bosch is still sitting there. Nobody from Strong Opinions team is actually working on it. I don't think they even realize. Now they realize. Here comes Eames trying to take him down, but Eames is the one who goes down himself. Crime picks up 2, and now Boshi has done his job, moving all the way to middle. This Strong Opinions are getting sandwiched in garage, and they're still holding there. They have a sentry up by sec, but the full force of the blue deluge comes in. Look how many players are down. CJ goes down as well, Sek goes down, everybody, just Viljak and Adiski alive. They're gonna cap middle fairly soon, and they're gonna move on to second surely as well.
I mean, why were they still in big door? They have lost the second point, and they were pushing onto mid. I mean, they had a low ground as soon as the Kiti players came in from choke. And then they don't have the Uber to get out with either, so they just sit in there like fish in a barrel.
That's pretty much what they do, and now, oh no, CJ's in a lot of trouble. He's getting peppered by Poker, but he's not gonna finish off the job. Second point, slowly getting pestered by Russian players. Boshi jumps in, that's what he's good at. Uh-oh, Bacha's in a lot of trouble. He holds it. Toast was actually managing to almost stab in the face, but he's sitting back to the wall. He's gonna be fine, healing up his heavy, controlling the second point. This is a massive turnaround. They have the Uber charge. CJ's only on 40%. They need to go up there. Crime is up there. Actually, they're switching ideas, going through low lower garage. They have the Uber charge. They have the players. Eames is still down for the count. Sek is dead. That what they can do, they can just push. And that's what they do. Uber comes in. 2 people splash. They need to whip out their guns and shoot them. Here comes the heavy down. And Disky down. LC 50 goes down himself, but they can cap this point shortly. A lot of blue players feeling in. But Crime was on the point, putting so much damage on the team. But he's not going to finish off the job. Seems that Strong Opinions are still in control, but barely.
I mean, I really would want to see a scout in that Uber. Again, they led with the heavy, so they waste, you know, a third of the Uber just to get the heavy in. That means if the heavy comes in the balcony or the high ground off the Uber, he can just mow everyone down when they're not Ubered.
Oh, and here comes the counterpop from CJ looking for some more damage, but Marcus is working that flamethrower, pushing everybody away. Poker is just spun up, looking for some kills, but so many kills coming down for Eames. He's just cleaning up the house, or garage, I should say. But he didn't get Bahan. Bahan's still alive. Toast is pestering the sniper. Oh my god!
That is... Now we understand why they he's getting accused. I mean, that was just insane. I mean, what do you say?
No, nothing. We'll just move on as Boshi moves into the connector right now, going drop down. Cloudy is still going into the DC point. Here comes the Uber charge on the blue. They need to find CJ. Crime is chasing down the red player. CJ is 75%. He may be able to get it soon. Oh, what a ball by Crime onto a Disky. He's still, but Bahan gets picked up by Eames. That's what they were looking for. CJ almost has his Uber. 85% onto him. And oh my god, CJ's in a lot of trouble right now. He goes down actually. Light Claw picks him up. That's the equalizer they're looking for. 4 people up for the red team. Almost everybody up for Kitty's bakenbardami. We're gonna push to the second point.
Absolutely. I mean, that mid fight, that fight on middle, they lost their medic, the Russians, but they kept everyone alive. So they just, you know, collapsed onto them because they didn't have enough people to support CJ. So I mean, they got overrun in the end.
Oh, and the Bestava is picking up like that by Poker. Counter heavy, 200 HP, no medic to be seen, but he's fine. TS is getting spotted by the sniper. He may be able to get a stab. He does. Here TS gets the stab on the Cloudy, freeing up so much room for Finsky, but Finsky getting picked up by Toast, his counterpart. So it's just kind of sniper for sniper, spy v spy, you know, kind of like a that kind of deal. 50% on to Bahan, 60% on the CJ. Pretty much nobody's game. That time, 8 minutes already passed on the clock. A Disky, such a good hiding spot too. He's gonna go drop down at any moment. Puts 1 rocket, 2 rockets, 3 rockets. He doesn't find anybody. So low on health is Bahan and Marcus, but they're just hauling butts back to spawn. Oh, Boshi flies up and gets destroyed. But Finsky picks up a Viljack. Like, he is insane.
Yeah, they can't give him this much room. I mean, I think they're doing a pretty good job of denying him and, you know, cutting him down with. And Toast has been on him like a lot.
Oh, second. Last bullet coming out, taking down Finsky. They're so deathly scared of that sniper. They're devoting literally every single class they can to get this sniper down. And that's working so far because Kitty are maintaining the advantage of Ubers. And, well, the situation, they're in control of the middle point. Jumping in is Boshi, taking down TS here. Bahan actually going down. That's a Disky going in and taking down 100% of the CJ. This is prime time for Strong Opinions to push into this.
Absolutely, but they do have Finsky alive, so I think, yeah, there's a really early Uber just to keep people alive and not drop anyone. Because they will then now get, you know, a nice setup for last. Maybe even roll it to last if they can catch the spawners.
Oh, you gotta stay alive, man. Finsky just getting away from this situation. A lot of time for respawns for this team. Second point gets capped by Strong Opinions. They just need to set up. Meeve's going behind. He's so far back. He's going to set up his sentry gun all the way behind. What's he doing? Oh, he's been spotted. Such a shame. But he could have gone really sneaky like, oh yeah, there's Yahoo. There's Toast on the sentry duty. But that buys enough time for Kitty's bakenbardami to actually set up a good defense.
Indeed. They don't have an engineer lost, though. Might bite them in the in the neck, but...
What are you doing? Stop!
I mean,
you're crazy.
He's trying out some stuff, you know. It's a hectic land, you know. Strong Opinions just, you know, sitting there and be like, well, let's do this and let's do this. Everyone calm down, let's do this. And then you have this weird engineer doing stuff you've never seen before.
Look how many people are behind them now. They're like, Kitty's bakenbardami really want to sandwich Strong Opinions between those points. They don't have control of the second point, which means at any given point, there's maybe a class that just goes without that engineer on last. It's going to be difficult to hold this as Meep loses his sentry gun. It's just going on for far too long, and I don't think Strong Opinions are just really care about this.
I mean, they still have the combo with Uber and Law, so they're not really excited to push, but they have numbers, so they should be able to get the ground to at least get a pick or a force. I mean, now they all die behind, so that's 3 picks.
Actually, it's working out. Meath just kind of using his life and shenanigans to waste enough time for Pahan to build his Uber back. CJ was just sitting around, you know, waiting for that Uber to take him. They should have used this time, ignore Meath, and just go on to last point, but that's not what they did. Now it's just kind of a slow down period. Biljak hiding very well with that scout class, waiting for the backup to happen, as I think Strong Opinions are giving Kitty the first card to play. They're waiting for them to make the first move.
The control point is being captured.
It's a spy touching the point. Both teams seems to be...
Bosch again. Getting launched in the air. Cloudy picks him up mid-air, and then Eames, fine poker. That's 2 down for the blue team. And now they're on the down low. It's a long time to respawn. They need to kind of stay alive. Here, Meath building a level 3 sentry on last point already. Biljak clearing up those sticky traps, and then TS is all on the back of this man. He'll be able to get one. No! He gets found out by randomly jumping Engineer into his face. Just like that. Only gets a sapper up, but it's not enough to destroy that dispenser.
I mean, that's what Strong Opinions was working for, you know, is holding there passively, waiting for a kid to get, you know, a bit edgy, you know, trying to peek, overextend. They got poker. I mean, that's a big pick, but they couldn't really utilize it into, you know, their advantage.
Eames getting quite aggressive in there in that lobby. And so is Crime. He wants us just kind of a dominance battle. Whoever asserts their dominance first wins this one. Bashi, the super jumper from Russia, goes all the way behind, just proving to be difficult. A thorn in Strong Opinion's side. This stalemate has been going for the past 3 or 4 minutes, and neither team really wants to just move this stalemate. This is basically a First World War trench warfare. No one's taking the first step. Boshi's all the way behind now. He's just waiting for some respawn waves. He's waiting for some people to pick up. Meath is putting up a teleporter below just in case somebody needs a quick respawn and protect from there or even push out. But yeah, it's been going for a while. I don't know. Like, both teams are just perfectly fine with just sitting still.
They're looking to push out now. Funski is getting a cheeky angle from top.
Yeah,
I mean, they did get 2 picks. Now this game really expand, so
they're getting really frisky up there. I mean, they just started capping second point, and that's with Bosch's help. They have people in the right positions, and I think that Strong Opinions are getting slowly sandwiched. Kitty are really thinking ahead on this one. There's a sticky trap. Prime diffuses it, puts some nice damage on the enemy combo. Poker goes, jumps down, and they force CJ out. That gives Pahan full advantage to work with this. They're trying to run away from this, but they're losing a lot of players. They might need to watch out for the last point. Oh, they're trying to force out Pahan, but they still have Crime. Now, Crime has his counterpart, the medic, in his sight. They need to destroy everything that they can see. Eames goes down, so does Yahoo. Sek as well. Oh, there's a spy, but yeah, Crime goes on a 4K streak and destroys that Sentry Gunner as well. What a performance out of that Russian demo man.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, they capped the second point and they captured mid, so they get 4 spawns here on second. I don't know what Strong Opinions are doing. Like, they're playing very passive and they're just inviting Kitty when they're holding outside their lost.
This is what we've been talking before this cast, is that, you know, I just looked at CJ. CJ looked kind of concerned. He's usually this very confident man that's sure in his skill.
Look, he has a sentry lost.
What the hell is Meath doing? Don't do this! We haven't looking. There's a teleporter going all the way back. Are they actually going for a crazy strategy? The second point has not been finished yet, but Meath can just sit around. Just be quiet. That sentry's gonna give him away. The sentry's gonna give him away. That was so promising, but he's getting 2 kills there, and he's still looking. The people are gonna be so distraught. That's definitely gonna buy them the second point, but they may like just even forget about casting last. Meath! What is he doing?
I mean, we were talking about it earlier. Like, what is he doing behind? You know, where is he taking the teleporter?
That's what he was doing.
We thought it was his own last point, but it was the opponent's last point.
Oh my god, he's doing so much damage right now. On the spike comes, he may be able to get him down. Toast is doing so much damage. Oh, Meath goes down, unfortunately, but that should buy enough time for Kitty to get the second point done. The teleporter is still not found out. That is insane. No. They can go for the backup all the way from spawn. Meath, just all he has to do is just bring the sentry back up, put it on, plant it on last. They haven't found the teleporter yet. This is insane gameplay from Meath. The Russians are coming up with some 6 strats. CJ is already on the second point, just kind of still sieging up is Kitty's bakenbardami. They're picking up a Disky and Sek. Bosch also gets picked up by Strong Opinions there, so no more soldier. CJ is in such an open spot. Both medics almost at 100% advantage, and the numbers are in Kitty's favor right now.
Yes, and they should transfer this into this capture point. and hopefully utilize that teleporter, because I mean it would be very, new thinking to see that. I mean, it's a long time since you saw a backup of this caliber.
Boshi just spawned. He's waiting out this this glow
He's-
from the
he's
teleporter. No, Meef, just stop! What are you doing, you crazy man? He's gonna set up another sentry up in that last spot. Just cap the second, guys. I want to see this happen. Oh my god, they have no idea this is happening right now.
I mean, and Boshi he got clouded there, that's nice, but he was using the pain train, so if they would have gotten capped, it would have been instantly capped almost.
That's insanity right now. Boshi's low on health. He's jumping. He fights CJ. He goes for a pain train kill, but no, he receives the pain himself. But Crime there goes down. Boshi as well. Finsky, Bahan, all of the people except for Meef, who are still on last, and he's still alive. Oh no! Has he been spotted by Cloudy? Oh, he has no idea. Cloudy hears something. He's searching like, what the hell is that? Is that a spy? I don't know, but it's just an engineer. Now they're pushing into their second strong opinions. Meef is still kind of a dead player. It's 8v9 for the most part of this game. And look, again, they cleaned them up. Sek gets a punch kill onto Pahan.
I mean, it could have worked out. They just didn't. Maybe they was missing like 1 or 2 people in the push with the backup attempts. And it might come back here and haunt them.
I am. Even though I should be happy, I should be excited that Strong Opinions got their first point, I am really disappointed Kitty didn't work out. It was such a good strategy. Holy, all sticky bombs, but this is insane. Like, this is actually insane right now. Kitty are thinking of some amazing strategies, and we're going into the second min of this round already. 18 minutes have elapsed and only 1 point has been gained. Do you need any more proof that these teams are so closely matched?
I mean, we'll see this mid-fight. Both Eames and Crime is pumping out so much damage, but they're a bit hesitant to going up here. Kitty, they're leaving a lot of space for Strong Opinions.
Yeah, but then Boshi picks up Emilio just like that, and he gets out with full health to boot. James is overhealed, CJ on point as well. They picked up the entire blue team. Actually, there's nobody alive except for TS, the spy. So they can just cap middle point, even move to second, grab it for free, basically. And CJ almost has that Uber charge ready. That might be the beginning of a snowball for Strong Opinions, unless CJ goes down, which TS is actively working for. Kitty now on full gear and full mode to rebuild that defense unless they need to get it done. Meep is running that mini sentry. He's battling Sek, who's on full health.
They get Crime as well as a huge pick.
Poker goes down as well.
But this should be transferred into a round. I mean, they have all the advantage they need.
Yep.
Let's see if they can get a fast push in here with Scout Pyro demo.
All they have to do is just walk on the point and being flashy. That's all they have to do. Yahoo goes on the point. Smart play, always have to do that. Going from behind, all the way behind. They're getting Scout on it. And Yahoo's just going to clean this one up. But if they're flashes, they're not going to get any cap time. Marcus goes in, just pushes all the people away. People dying left and right now. CJ's going to go down any 10 seconds. Baha's on fire as well. And he's trying to save his team. A lot of Uber starts coming out. And seems that Baha and his team survived. 90% on that man's medigun. They lost a lot of players. But they've also dismantled this whole aggression coming out of Strong Opinions. And now they're reclaiming second, while last is still being sieged by a Disky.
I mean, I think they went under with a Scout and a Pyro, and the idea is that you want to Uber the Pyro so the Scout can cap the point while the Pyro is denying all the spam, but you can't reflect flames, so when the Pyro dropped down and started grilling Villiak didn't get flashed, so Villiak died there, and then they had no firepower to actually contest once the Uber was fading.
Oh, Boshi going full speed, Mach 5 into this point, starts capping it again. But no, he goes back now. Eames is on the aggressive side, 50% on the side of CJ. They're losing the advantage they had. They could pop into CJ. CJ's all wide open. Crime comes in, tries to take down CJ. Some nice reflex coming out of Yahoo, saving that man's life. They're losing their Pyro and they're losing their Heavy, but they're still alive. Now Poker. Wait, what? Back up? Build Jack.
A Disky captured.
You robbed us. You robbed us of excitement. I'll find you.
Disky probably went, I think he went top after Boshi jumped in, so there was free on the flank, so he can just go through river, and then there was no one on lost.
That is insanity. I mean, Kitty now 2 points down, there's 10 minutes to go. They need to go in full gear and just start doing something. They're about to lose the first match, except Galiwash, which they seem so aggressive on. The Disky picks up Crime, good pick. He's still working on it. That was Lightclaw doing some just regular Scout shenanigans, trying to take down as many people as he can. I mean, Scout is more for cleanup crew. But CJ is keeping all his team alive. A lot of people dead for the red team. However, seems that Kiti are winning this team fight quite easily. Oh, there's the spy. Oh, gonna finish him off like that. Toast goes down. He's toasted. Finsky moving on the point. That's so dangerous. CJ has to get away from this situation, as he doesn't have really anybody to protect him or heal. They might need to move all the way to back.
I mean, Finsky got 4 picks on that mid. 4 picks just from one guy, and that's more than enough you need. Finsky keeps on pumping out damage. He got Eames here as well.
Yeah, and then CJ, 100%. So does have Bahan. Prime is putting some nice damage, forcing CJ very early. Now Bahan can kind of milk it as much as he can, as much as he wants. He's gonna have to get away. Good work by Yahoo, blasting the people away that are shiny, delaying the super push as much as he can. And then Crime does so much damage. Million is still alive. It gets finally finished off by Meat. That engineer is out for blood. They're gonna cap the second point. And in time, Viljak, nice job. They didn't quite finish. And the rest of the team is nowhere to be seen now. They have to finish off Viljak. Viljak is doing so much work. He's just such a huge thorn in their side. Meat cannot finish. It's just walk up and down, left and right. Little footsies going on the point, and finally finish off the scout and control the point. Last point to go. Kiti's bakenbardami 2 points down.
Right, but they do have a, at least, a slight advantage. We can call it equal. And let's see if they can set up here, maybe get a pick, or if they want to go for a Uber trade and then go for an after push. Yeah, Duski's going on the control on the defense. We've seen it working very good yesterday.
Yeah, Cloudy picking up PS, no spy for the attackers. They're looking for more. Meef also goes down. That's 2. They're losing time. They're on the clock. They really need to get it done. Toast in a lot of trouble as well. He will be continuing to be the thorn and the side of Kiti's bakenbardami. 100% onto Pahad, 90% on CJ. Is not going to be any of use for the Russian team. They're slowly moving in. They want to use it. They want to kind of bait out CJ, maybe dry push this Finsky, scoping in. It actually may be the situation where it gets, oh no, but Viljak is on the duty, gets Finsky down. That's what you need to do. Viljak is playing amazingly well on CP Galiwash.
Yeah, but the Slovenians are up 2 rounds here, and this is a tough point to push out. So they might not even want to push out on it. Like, I don't know how much they require to actually push out. They get Crime, but I don't still think it's enough. I think they need to get like at least the medics gone and half the team.
Poker just following through this gun of his. Eats a sandwich, just kind of commemoration. Now he's locked down by Eames. Eames using a lot of stickies to actually lock that heavy down. They might need to actually clean them up, but he's still below. Nobody's really watching. Why did they ignore Poker? Poker is still there. Oh, he's going to start shooting the engineer. Now the alarm has been called there by Strong Opinions. They need to take care of him. Sek is almost dead by Poker. Poker is an amazing heavy on his own. He's just hiding. He has that health back to go. Oh, finally going to finish him off. Adiski is a credit to that. Now they're moving slowly in. Both teams are at a stalemate. 100%. They're slowly getting ready to go seal. And then Uber goes up. Oh, juggled up is Lightclaw going on, following through, putting some meat on the Pyro, trying to finish up. There's a lot of sticks on the ground. They need to get away from the situation. They got a lot of damage on the other team, but they lost 5 players, losing even more, but they got the cap! They got the cap! That's Lightclaw! Lightclaw is the one who got it!
And I saw an icon in the kill feed. It was a Reflect Rescue Ranger kill. I don't know who was receiving that, but it looked, don't see that every day.
I mean, it was definitely Sek who was using Rescue Rangers. No point for Meef to be using one. So, I mean, Marcus 14 with the Reflect Rescue Ranger kill. You don't see that every day. And here comes another mid-fight. 1 point down now is Kiti's bakenbardami. 5.5 minutes to go. As said, Adiski comes on the point, fights Bashi. Bashi is just winning this one. Still sticking on the point. 100 health. He needs some of the help from Pahan. Emilio Estevez now on the point himself. Oh, but it's just crumbling under pressure. Is Kiti's bakenbardami. Pahan still alive, however. He needs to get out. Cloudy almost missed a shot. He even shapes his sniper rifle, but he follows that with a nice headshot. Not enough to kill the guy. He still follows that middle, belongs to Strong Opinions. They're still looking for it. Stowe's already on the second. He was waiting for Pahan to die, but he's not going to get him as Pahan is all the way to last. They really need to be careful. 5 minutes to go.
That's brave, trying to crossbow across the sight lines. I mean, you saw in the mid that Toast went immediately for Funsky to try to get an advantage of the mid, and they've been trying to, pick out what's the strong sides of Kitty and try and neutralize that. Yeah, it's interesting. You have 1 run up. It's 4.5 minutes left, and you're holding the opponent's second point.
Yeah, I mean,
do you go for it?
I think you do. I mean, you don't have much to lose. You can still kind of, save yourself on last or in your second. So you might actually do this to kind of do the enemies in, secure yourself a full-on win. You're only losing by one point, so it's not a lot actually. So it's kind of stressful for Kitty. They can't lose a point now. That's basically the baseline.
They're losing Crime and Boshi, so...
Ooh. But they're equalizing Emilio and Adiski though, so that's a good pickup for both teams. Poker in a lot of trouble, getting too aggressive, going to get cleaned up by Toast. Now 3 down for the side of Kitty. It's going to be difficult to hold Laz. They're losing Finsky as well. It's a long time to respawn Laz. Viljack is low on health. He's going to get cleaned up there. Oh, and Crime also goes down. That's so bad for Kitty's bakenbardami. They don't have the players to hold this. And this is prime time for Strong Opinions to actually push into this point. But they're not using it.
No, I think they're just trying
parking the bus.
I mean, as long as they're trading 1 for 1, it's safe. I mean, Kitty's not going to push out 4v5 or, even 8v9. I mean, as long as Strong Opinions get more frags than they lose, they just sit here forever, or at least they have 3.5 minutes that's left of the round.
3.5 minutes, not for some people a lot of time, for other non-time at all. Boshi comes in with his original, puts a lot of damage on the Adiski, but he's the one who gets cleaned up. Just like that, 50 HP Adiski goes back to his medic and is healed back to full health. Yes, oh, he's dodging those flames narrowly. He wants that sec kill and he gets it. No more engineer on the battlefield. Toast on the back line! No, he's gonna get the back cap. He does!
No.
And that, I believe, secures Strong Opinions now. I mean, it's still possible for Kitty to get the cap. It's still possible, but against Strong Opinions, do you think it's gonna happen?
And it's gonna have, it's gonna be... It sucks kind of for Kitty, that you lost 2 rounds to a back cap, and you're going 1 for 3.
Kind of is a bad situation for the Russian team, and now it's just kind of angry, I think. They're going to go full throttle into this mid-fight, and here comes a Crime getting healed up. He's really quick to middle, actually picks up Crime there, and then when LC50 Lightclaw gets picked up as well. A lot of people dying left and right, but the majority of them are dead on the side of the Russians. Fahan's running that crit streak, which is interesting pickup. Oh, no, what a headshot by Finsky, getting CJ down. That's what they're looking for. They have only 4 players to work with, but that's a good opener to this situation. You can open the count of wars if you can. Adiski just going on to Fahan. Fahan's low on health. He can't pop that Uber to save himself. He can only pop that crit, so he goes, he heals himself. Bitpoint has been capped by the red team, however, without CJ. But they're popping crits, looking to get some more kills, and they don't. Crime goes down. Fahan as well. Adiski.
Yeah, Adiski read them like a book. He knew that, probably someone saw that they had crits, so maybe Toast called out that they were crits, so they was waiting for that to come in, and, from a door you can just bomb in high as a soldier, and, I mean, you can't protect yourself with the crits, so it's very tough.
1.5 minutes left on the clock. It's going to be very difficult for Kitty to actually get back from this. I don't think they've actually even, they aren't trying anymore. Oh, but Finsky, I mean, he's still working on those logs. He's still in it. He's still looking for some more kills. 37 health. Will he be scoping in? He's still looking for some more. But I think Kitty kind of wrote this game off. I mean, that was their last push, their last effort, and Strong Opinions withstand it. And now, even killing CJ is not going to help them in this situation. They're kind of holding in this point, not trying to lose any more points they can. TS and LC picking up 2 kills themselves, and the poker finishes it off. Adiski, that's a lot of people dead. They actually might get another point out of this, but 50 seconds left on the clock.
It's not doable, but they might end the round with, some positive, thinking, for the loss, for the second map.
Crits goes out, but Finsky steals the kill. They're still trying to just flame them, and there is a crit sticky onto CJ. CJ has been dead for the most part. Really just enjoying a launch, but he's gonna get destroyed himself. They may be able to get a consolation prize, a little bit of hope, a ray of hope in this game after capping last. They're going on last. Boshi is first. Crime just sticks it up to protect it. Second point's not been yet capped. Again, look at this. Both teams are just so dead. Viljack is on last with 2 people who can't finish off the cap. That is just so sad.
I mean, Adiski got the clutch block again. I mean, that's just... I mean, Adiski is, coming in, this game. It's quite amazing to see.
Time is up, ladies and gentlemen. Strong Opinions 3-1 over Kitty's bakenbardami on CP Galiwash. What a game that was! Oh my God!
It was so close, and it came down to 2 backups as well from Strong Opinions.
Yeah. That was the only reason why they actually got those caps. And that was the only reason why Kiti failed to camp both times they tried to back cap. They had everything going. Meef was sitting behind enemy lines for so long that at some point they just realized, where's the engineer? We're fighting 8v9 all the time. Just ignore him and go for the cap, and it worked out in the end.
Yeah, I was really hoping for cool, you know, engineer plays, but I mean that's an engineer main. I mean,
engineer mains. There's a.
What's it say?
Seal best prem Engie. Just saying, just putting it out there. But Meef, no, but Meef is actually, you know, getting pretty up close there. I mean, Meef with those strategies he's been doing is such a good job.
And he's coming to land playing Strong Opinions, and he's like, no, I'm gonna play my game. You know?
Yeah, and like Strong Opinions actually really struggled. The backups were the only reason why they actually got one. Like it could have gone to overtime. But, you know, they got one up, and even though, you know, Kiti actually played amazing game, and Bosch was doing so much work, and Lycla as well. But, you know, Viljak, again, season after season, is one of the best scouts for Highlander, and one of the best scouts in Sixes as well. But for Highlander, he just knows where to go. So many people in the field, and he still just finds the path.
He gets the space with his Strong Opinions as well, because everyone is distracted, so he just comes innocent. He can two-shot someone, and he can run out, and he can come in, and he can go out. You know, in Sixes, it's kind of more narrow, and people know that where he's gonna come from.
Pretty much. But we're slowly getting ready for the second round of this game. Next map is Koth Warmtic, as we're gonna be slowly waiting out for the information and when the game starts. My name is Jake, here is Seal. We're going to take a short break, as short as we can, and we're going to be back online as soon as the game starts. Don't go anywhere, and thank you for watching. And welcome back, everybody, to Copenhagen Games 2019. My name is Jake, and this is Seal the Deal. As we're going to be casting some more Highlander action upcoming as the second map of Kiti's bakenbardami versus Strong Opinions. Both teams are now ready, and Strong Opinions are leading 1 point, one over them on CP Galiwash. Now we're moving slowly into Koth Warmtic, map that is known for those long sniper sightlines as well as Boshi's long jumps and killing of medics. So it's going to be definitely a very exciting game to watch as the game is now ready. What can we expect from this Seal?
I mean, we expect top snipers. You know, it's a good sniper map. You need to see both soldiers. I mean, I think it's down to the soldiers and the snipers on this map. You know, Bosch versus Aduski. Can Aduski shut down Funsky and, you know, the other way around?
Yeah, here, Kiti's bakenbardami being really aggressive here on the middle point already, establishing their dominance. Slow on the draw is Strong Opinions, losing Cloudy as well. Nice pickup by Finske. Boshi now is on the other team. Battleman, he's going to get sniped back here by Seth. Crashing down is the soldier main from Russia. Now Eames is the one who's just putting some sticky traps on the other team. Finske getting really aggressive up on in their drill. Nice headshot onto Emilio Estevez. He's not going to finish off the job, and Lycla is also on the cap duty. Strong Opinions getting really passive going into this round. Eames getting now aggressive. Now he's the time to shine. He actually played pickup TS, and then Meef goes down as well. Finske as well, that's 3 down. They pop the Uber off. Counter pop by Crime here on to Pahan as well, or the other way around. though. Just Pahan flies up there, but still had that Uber charge, saving him from most of the damage. It could be anybody's point at this moment, but most of the cap time is done by Kiti's bakenbardami. They've lost too much, however. Crime and Marcus both going down. Bahan's low on health. He's going to finish off. Meef is saving his medic for certain death from Adiski. And now they can kind of reset the situation and maybe think of attacking the point. It's just now being capped.
I mean, that you could see that Strong Opinions were playing a lot of, you know, respect for Funsky. Like, they didn't dare to touch the point. They were just holding passive and waiting.
Ooh, and Poker is just known for sitting up in that spot, and just Strong Opinions know about this. Viljak gets blown apart by Crime's sticky trap. And I'm just kind of waiting for this. There's some stickies laying around, laying it down by Crime. Waiting out is Clowny waiting. Oh, he spots the medics. Feet, but he's not going to be able to take the shot here. Yahoo getting really aggressive. They lose Adiski, they lose Yahoo, that's 2-3 down. Viljak just reunited with them. Bosch is below, he's looking for a kill. He's going all the way behind the mini sentry. He's going to have to destroy it first. He does. He's got memes getting popped off here with the Uber charge, and so does Bahan. You're looking for more kills in the back line, but Crime is not finding them. Low on health, he's being flashed. So much damage being put into that corner there in the banana, but they don't do much else. The timer is still going down for Strong Opinions.
Yeah, they didn't really get a follow-up, and you know, Strong Opinions did nice to just fall back and then push with everyone, and they just massively cleaned up everyone from Kiti, who was, you know, still on the point.
Ooh, they're killing Ziski and Yahoo yet again. Crime finally gets picked up. Cloudy is the well, recipient of that, or the one who makes it happen here. CJ, 75% Uber charge, 60% onto Bashi, onto Pahan. A lot of people dead for the red team, however. Only Viljak and CJ alive. They need to get him out of there, all the way to spawn. This is time for Kitty to push this in. Bashi tries to chase off CJ, but he's already out using that speed boost given by the scout. Capping the point is Kitty's bakenbardami. They got their respawns up as well, and they'll be looking at defense of this point.
Yeah, they should get the Uber as well, and like we saw in the group stage, they were holding really well inside that banana, and not really giving, they didn't give away the point, but they never really got threatened. They could just stay in there forever, it felt like.
Ooh, Adiski going for a cheeky jump onto me, but there's a level 3 sentry up there. Uber comes out from below, but Baham has his own, and he stops in on a Crime. Yahoo trying to blow him away, but they're just locking down the banana off away from him. They'll be able to pick up a kill. Surely they will. Oh, light close, so close to getting him, but he's actually the one who gets cleaned up. Yahoo on 4 HP needs an arrow to get his life back up to speed. Boshi just having a little duel with Adiski, but Yahoo just comes in and just claims another kill for himself. That's true on that shotgun. And yeah, the point still belongs to Kitty's bakenbardami. They can still do a lot of damage with that. Crime is still on the vanguard of that one, getting the majority of the heals from the medic. But, you know, the kind of slow down situation, the Strong Opinions are kind of inching their way forward. So much damage being picked up by Kitty's bakenbardami. 3-4 people down for them right now. Only Emilio Estevez and Viljak down for Strong Opinions. What a headshot there by Cloud. He's in the prime spot looking for the medic. He's jumping around left and right, dodging and doing, you know, happy feet wombo combo, but he can survive this. And Cloud just is unable to pick up the headshot onto Bahan. He's still alive, 90%, 100 on CJ.
Yeah, and Crime has been non-stop contesting this point. They haven't really, you know, they still haven't kept the point. They just touching it, they just let, you know, Strong Opinions get on it, and then they just swarm them, and they just, you know, consistently contest that point, and that's just crucial. I mean, you can't let go of the point if you have it.
Yeah, now finally, Strong Opinions claim the point for themselves, but majority of the time has take down for Kitty. Poker in his favorite spot up on those battlements. Gonna get stabbed by Toast. Cloudy also picks up Prime. No more demo man on the battlefield. Han's a lot of trouble. He's low on health, 30 HP. He just got his health back up. 4 people down for the blue team, but they're gonna have fast respawns. Oh, Toast bumps into the sniper, but Fisky doesn't notice it. Maybe able to get a stab. No, he won't, but he gets cleaned up though. With help of Eames. 4 kills for Toast Spy main. Pahan still alive. 55 HP to his name. 70 on the side of CJ. They have the advantage. They also have to control the point, but they're walking on it. They know neither medic really has the overcharge, so why not just use the respawns we have? Bosch tries to go in, but a lot of people dead for the blue team. Now they're just getting cleaned up by the whole mass of red players in the banana. CJ is also alive and happy. They just need to save Pahan, wait for that Uber, and maybe go for a push, but the Boker is just such a sneaky play, forces out the Uber charge. Now Eames trying to make the most of it, but he can. Now Pop goes off for Pahan, 100 health, just trying to clean up the stragglers. Adiski, Viljak both getting picked up with that Uber charge, and they're also in control of the point.
Yeah, they got the cap while they were forcing the Uber. That was a really good play, and they're still holding on to it. Like, they will probably lose it now.
Oh,
but they get
CJ.
Nice.
That's a lucky pipe there from Crime, but he's not going to complain about that one. Point, however, is getting capped by the red players as, well, there's not a lot of blue to stop it from happening. Pahan, however, stays alive, has that small Uber advantage. Poker, favorite spot yet again, just shooting now with the Thomas Lab. Boshi goes huge, takes down Yahoo. He has now free range to shoot as many rockets he wants. He gets a heal from Pahan. He still stays alive. Lightclaw also doing a lot of work. Boshi jumps in and he takes down Eames. No more Devilman for Strong Opinions. Now they're trying to reclaim the point. Red Heavy is in those battlements. They need to cap this point if they want to get it done. Viljak just jumping left and right, trying to do as much damage as he can, but he cannot do that. 3 seconds left on the clock. They want to cap this. Viljak goes in, takes one. but didn't in the end manage to stop this one. Now it's all inside of Kitty, how they decide to do this deal.
They have the overtime and the strong opinions, so they just need to, group up, get proper buffs. The tough thing here is Kitty has the Uber, right? So they have Uber as a, get a jail free card, even if they don't play it correctly. So they should use it to just keep people alive.
They're slowly getting ready. Uber goes up from Bahan onto Crime, following up with Light Claw, trying to day out CJ. CJ goes down instead. Disky as well. A lot of damage being dealt by the blue team. It looks like they win their first point of this map decisively, or wasn't that decisive? Overtime for both teams, but Kitty are victorious.
I think it's a very open game still, and we'll see how they will, go into this round. I mean, Kitty seems very in control when they have the points, so as long as as soon as they get that point, they can hold it for a long time.
So once again, Kitty very fast in middle. Bosch already hiding. Oh, there's a Disky putting so many rockets into the medic, but he misses most of them. But Pahan is so fine. He doesn't even care about that soldier behind. They do take down Crime though, which probably random them things is a good thing. Ribashi, 21 HP, still trying to fight out the situation, but only 3 people alive for blue team here. Not gonna really work out well for them. Circle Pins are gonna claim the first point of the second round.
I think the Disky soldier there is kind of distracted, so they didn't dare to go forward. But they didn't deal with that Disky immediately either, so they just got caught in between. And while that happened, Strong Opinions could walk up onto the point and get the high ground.
Down 100%, 20 on Pahan. They have the advantage, they have the control of the point, they can do whatever. TS there picks up a kill onto a Disky. Now Boshi can do whatever the hell he wants, which you probably will be just rocket jumping around and trying to get CJ down. They're holding a banana with full force. There's a sentry there as well as a dispenser and a teleporter. They have everything going for them. Should Crime decide to pop a few stickies in there, now it's going to be a completely different situation. CJ 100% Uber charge, has his team. Looks like Kitty are not really willing to take this risk just yet. They don't know where Cloudy is. Boshi goes from behind, 2 rockets onto CJ. CJ's too scared. He didn't have to, but he did. Now they're following it through. They're trying to take down Pahan. Pahan is too far away from them. 87% on that medic right now. He'll be able to sort of survive this. Porker's in a lot of trouble. He's low in health. He's going to eat himself a sandwich. And Pahan now has 100%. He can push into this one.
What a beautiful bomb from Boshi. I mean, that's what you expect from Boshi when they come into this game.
Crime in a bit trouble pushing into this without using too much of the Uber. They don't want to pop immediately. They want to milk it as much as they can. Poker's still up there. Going to shoot the engine down. Uber comes out, Tribe takes up 1, still looking for more, but there's Yahoo that actually blocks the more damage coming out from the demo. They do claim the point. Toast picks up Crime though. That's no more Demo Man, and it's going to be a long respawn time for that Demo Man of the Kitty side. Toast is still lurking behind. CJ now has the advantage. They can reclaim this point. They're going on it. Boshi jumps up, goes flying high, sky high, putting some damage on the enemy. As Pahan goes down, Toast is the one who gets the kill.
But yeah, but they use the Uber, so it will at least be an equal for the next fight. But that's a saving grace. So you see Cloudy is also down, so they have some sidelines to work with if they want to.
They kind of managed to figure out what Kitty were doing in their previous game for Warmthik, and now they're successfully countering Strong Opinions here. I mean, Poker going to battlements all the time, and they just constantly lob stickies in there. I mean, you can't escape from that position once you're in there. So that's kind of good. Now Disky's kind of hiding. Oh my god, so many players! 1 rocket, 2 rockets! But he gets reflected! Marcus is the one who saves his team, but a lot of help has been dealt. Oh no, the sandwich goes down, but they're wrong, and just as he dies, Jack picks up 2. What a play by the scout!
What a headshot as well. That was a beautiful, I can really appreciate, how Marcus really checked every single corner there walking into the staircase and wasn't caught off guard to protect his medic.
Boshi going for yet another bomb from behind, but some Yahoo was protecting this back spawn. And Strong Opinions are in control of this. 30 seconds left on the clock. Pahan just respawned. 95% on the CJ. They'll be able to hold this. Poker just has none of that stuff that Disky has been doing the last time. He's going to pick himself some help. There's also a sticky trap laid out for him. They really want Pahan out of there. I think Poker really needs to get out of there. CJ here pops into the Uber charge just because he can. Sits on the point, but was a little bit too overzealous. We don't know. We may know yet. Meave goes down to Viljack. Viljack still behind. They're jumping on the point. His Cry gets cleaned up like that. Viljack will get another double kill. They're cleaning up left and right, and there it goes. First point on this map of Strong Opinions. Currently 1-1 and head-to-head.
I think Vilja can feel, or they figure out that Poker is playing alone on top. So if they just get Vilja up there from behind, or jumping on the window, he will have a 1v1. And if Poker sees him, then it's gonna be rough. But if Vilja can sneak up on him, he can get 2 shots for free, and then Vilja has really been popping off in this map.
What's really interesting, Cloudy's on 14 kills, whereas Finski is only on 4. And, I mean, successfully countered by Adiski, Viljak, and Cloudy to do. So they kind of focus down the sniper. They're too scared of him. Poker's still up there, still laying down the pain. Finski is also scoped in. Nice body shot, 150 HP, but he's not going to finish off that player. And Adiski, Viljak going down. Eames as well. That's a triple. As they're looking for some more. Poker's just a bit scared of Toast as he's been pestering this all at the time. Marcus now just rolling out. Cloudy's getting in position. Sijin's a bit of trouble, but the point will finally go to the way of Kitty.
See if TS can make something happen. They're looking for him.
Oh, TS, 85 HP. Not been spotted yet. He's waiting for that good opportunity to strike. He may wait a little bit longer as Boshi will create an opportunity to do this. He's getting ready. He's had a little bit of extra help from behind, but they don't have to go out just yet. Here comes up the Adiski, just trying to jump up. Some players going below. Toast already on the heavy. He's going to get a stab. Of course he will. And it goes the Uber charge. They lose a lot though. Finski, Poker Beef all going down. Now the Crime has to kind of clean up the situation after his teammates just get away as the Uber fades. And Bahan's low on health, 50 HP. He has to get away from the situation. Crime's getting peppered by that heavy weapons guy. And they also have Marcus with them to kind of help them from getting away. But Bahan needs to get away. They can't hold this point anymore. Not with that little players that they have.
You see, like, Kid is playing half the team in the banana, and half the team is playing in behind the point. So if you cross up, if you try to cross the point, then you're facing 9 players. But if you're going lower, like Strong Opinions did, you can like cut that team in half, and you can just pick off the ones who's not getting healed.
Ooh, Toast. Nice to try, sir, but not close enough. Now Crime is now capping the point with his teammate, putting so much damage and so many stickies into the banana, which is favorite spot of Strong Opinions, and it's finally been capped. 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go for the Russians as they're in control of the point. Marcus is the only one that's low on health on their team. Sek is just kind of lurking about, making sure everything is fine. Paham 100%, 80% on CJ. They may be able to get one. Adiski jumps on Finski. Finski's just not having a good time on this map right now. Adiski's just on full-on Finski duty. He needs to take down the sniper because he's too dangerous. I mean, they've seen what he can do.
They're really scared. They're going to go for the lower push again and try to catch some of them off guard here. Look at Boshi, no idea. And then you're going to get some free kills here. And then they can just snowball it when they have, momentum of the frags.
Yeah, they're going low, and then their go-bursts go off for both teams. Trying to save Lightclaw is Bahan, and Yahoo is just kind of flaming around. Whoa! That's one Fright Scout coming right up. Bahan, however, survives, but they lost 3 players, and they lost the point as well. That means a lot of respawn time is added for Strong Opinions, and Poker still favoring that top spot, still sitting in there, and Toast still peppering and pestering him like the pesky scout he is. A lot of people coming up into their battlements again, getting ready for the next push. Seems that both Ubers are about as equal as they can get.
You see Toast is waiting for the Marcus to drop down so he can get a free stab on Poker.
And TS on the back cam, like without a cam, gets Emilio Estevez, no more heavy weapons guy. Prime goes into Banana. He needs to do more work here. He finds CJ one sticky. He's not going to finish him off. CJ 89, 90%, 75 on to Pahan. They claimed the point for themselves, however. They still have the advantage. Now CJ is on the offensive. They do have the respawns as well. Boshi's 10 seconds away though. Ames is slowly inching forward towards the point. Gonna put some more damage on the enemy team. But Adiski and Claudia are the ones that are picking it up. And Poker also still just sitting up there. And even though they know, they constantly goes there. He still does damage, and he still is so annoying.
I mean, they let up the point for free. I mean, Kitty got the point with 75% Uber, and Strong Opinions let them cap it because they lost only Emilio. And maybe they wanted to repush with the Uber, but then it just fall apart because they didn't want to use it.
Early Uber coming out of CJ, not really willing to risk it against Finske. And now CJ's a lot of trouble, 5 HP. He's being peppered by Lekla. Lekla cannot finish him off. CJ's so low, surely there's another bomb coming up soon. CJ has no way to heal himself right now. He needs to go back all the way to the health pack, which he does. He gets a sandwich actually from his trusted heavy. But Boshi goes behind, just cleans up people that are trying to spawn camp. And just like that, they're still holding the point. No, 10 seconds left on the clock, which is a good time for Kitty. Should they cap again, it's going to be very hard for Strong Opinions to reclaim it and, you know, use the overtime that they're given. Poker yet again just being pestered. Here comes Viljak. So much damage, but Viljak is the one who dies. Poker eventually gets cleaned up by Eames. Now, it's all in the ballpark of Strong Opinions.
But you see, Viljak was, you know, farming on this map and the last map, but still I think it's worth it to trade Viljak for Poker. That's how much they respect Poker and Funsky. They're using so many, you know, people and so much HP and time to try to deal with them.
Yeah, they're just investing so much into killing two people. Look at this. Second point goes the way of Kitty's bakenbardami. They waste so many resources of taking down Finske and taking down Poker and even taking down Crime. That you let Boshi fly along, you let TS do his job, you let Meave, the engineer, that is unsuspecting engineer, do his job as well. Crime had 20 kills already, Finske only on 8, as opposed to like Cloudy's 16 kills. But at the same time, it doesn't really, like, it doesn't matter. You get kills, but there's no follow-up. And Finske is just kind of, okay, I'm gonna keep dying, but there's 3 people involved in this, and here's goes Disky taking down Finske yet again, but Poker finishes him off. But what is John? Boshi yet again gets CJ.
I mean, they're using all the resources to deal with other people. Now Bosch is getting all the free space, and this map with this beautiful design, you can do so many cool high jumps.
Oh, Eve, you dirty person, going behind, taking down Bahan. How dare you? Without even looking him straight in the face. Now Mark is going down. That's just a cleanup round for Strong Opinions, even though Kitty has capped the point.
And they do have the Uber out here, and they have their sniper with them as well. Should get pretty comfortably set up and take this point back.
Oh, CJ getting peppered there by
taking
Poker.
their time.
They are taking their time. Poker is just still being just as annoying as he is ever. He's never really visited midpoint. He's always just going up there and shooting people on the point. Here comes Boshi, gets reflected. They do manage to use this distraction given the cleanup house. Immediately is going down, but they lost 2 players in a succession. Now Marcus has to fight Adisky alone. He gets the kill. And that's kind of equalizes the situation a little. Finally, Strong Opinions is getting themselves on the board with a cap, but this is their last moment if they want to win this map. Should Kitty win another point, we're going to go all the way to 3rd map.
Let's see if they... I mean, last time they just walked on a point for free. I mean, oh, that's a big headshot. And Funsky going down as well.
Finske, I think Finske just acknowledged that he's going to be jumped all the time, but that's fine with him, I guess. I mean, I hope it's fine with him, because he's really infuriating if this is getting flashed in with the Uber charge. Going on to Pahan, he gets the kill! Gets that rocket, the last off-shot rocket before he goes down, takes down the medic for the blue side. CJ is alive and kicking with the advantage, ticking up as well, and in control of the point. It looks very promising for Strong Opinions.
I mean, they first lost 3-4 players, and I thought, well, if they get out now, they can regroup.
Ooh,
that's a nice shot.
This
but
is why.
The medic.
Exactly, but it doesn't matter. But at the same time, Finske, like, you let him do this. Look, he just gets a shot onto Eames. Eames down. Now, he's still scoping. I mean, he's still waiting on the situation. Still kind of scoping out the area, and he's doing so much. Oh, but here comes Adisky flying sky high, grabbing himself a health pack, still just distracting people away from the battlefield, which I guess it works out, but you're trading 1 for 1, and it's not a good trade. Crime's getting peppered by Viljak, but he's going to be healed up by Pahan instead. Oh, here comes the counter bomb. Viljak, Emilio, Adisky all falling down to this attack, and so many people in Banana, so much splash damage to be given out, and Uber comes out in the last moment, only 75% of Bahan. He needs to get away from the situation, trying to save this spot from getting completely destroyed is CJ with his team. They managed to stop the cap, but at what cost?
Well, I mean, that's a big money question. You see how Strong Opinions, they play heavily around their Uber. I mean, Kitties can just go in, like, they don't have an advantage, they have a disadvantage, but they still go in and they win the fight because they're just showing presence and being intimidating. I mean,
yeah,
for Opinions, I think they're playing a bit too passive and then giving too much space.
Oh, here comes the Uber charge on the blue team, but the time is running out for them. They didn't get much with it, and a lot of people are dead for the count, so they're getting using the fast respawns that not owning the point is giving them, and it's also point is very close to being capped as well, so Strong Opinions kind of have to stay planted on it if they want to keep control. Should they want to keep control? CJ on 95%, 45 for Pahan, so the significant advantage for the Strong Opinions team. Holding out in Banana with a level 3 sentry by Sek. Very good idea. Getting a little bit more frisky there, looking for some more. Finske again, let free. Takes down Adisky, his nemesis. Ames goes up, and so much damage! They pick up Pahan! Bahan goes down, and now Poker's angry.
But
What does
Poker's
the
still
CJ?
there.
Poker's still there. They forgot
noticed.
about him. They just know that Poker is there. And Poker's just like, yeah, just gonna walk down. Finally goes down to Cloudy, but not before he's done so much damage in Strong Opinions ranks.
Oh, look, he's 3 HP. Oh, he gets picked up. Can they hold on to this?
Wow, finally Kitty's bakenbardami. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go on this round. Crime getting picked up by Cloudy again. Cloudy is the one sniper you should be watching this game. Boshi goes sky high, finishes him off. I think he's been called that you gotta clean up Cloudy if you wanna win, because he's been doing an amazing job so far. But they've lost Boshi for this. Oh, what a stab by TS! No more Eames.
Damage didn't save him this time. I mean, this should opt for a repush from the Russians.
Russians now have to, well, do everything in their power to stay at the advantage position, but they're losing players left and right. Crime going down again. 5 people alive to save the point. They can't lose it now. Oh, what a headshot by the sniper there. Cloudy is yet again on fire. But finally, they allow the blue team to get the respawns. They need to stop the point from getting capped. If it gets capped, that's all she wrote for this round. Boshi jumps in, trying to blow away Eames from it. 100% almost on Bahan. You'll be able to use it to save the point, but there's still 1 minute and a half to go.
Poker just died on top there, so it might be rough. They need to get CJ. Oh, they're getting a lot of frags here. This is looking actually pretty good. Like, they seem really solid when they have the point. They have, you know, a perfect sight lines. They're covering all the angles.
This is getting dangerously close for Strong Opinions, going all the way to third round. Melee kill by Finska onto Vilja. He's had none of it, and now he's on a 3rd-K streak. Finally rebuilding his up, but Bakan drops the Uber. Toast is the one that actually got him. This is what Strong Opinions needed to stay alive in this. CJ now has a massive Uber advantage. Should they cap the point? It's already halfway done. This is it. They will be able to stay in. This will be 2 and 2. And it will be last time they pop the Uber charge immediately into the point, leading with Viljak, trying to finish off any blue stragglers. Boshi trying to do some damage, but there's so much flashing going. Now Bakan, Poker again, takes down CJ with help of Crime. But this is not enough to save them, and it's 2 and 2 in terms of points for Koth Warmtic.
I think, like, last to push, they just ignore Poker and said, like, well, he might kill 1 or 2, he might even kill a medic, but...
Finski already on 14 kills, 32 for Cloudy.
I mean, Cloudy... Finski is, you know, almost top deaths, you know, after Boshi. All their team is getting super focused, and I think that's the right call for some opinions.
They're investing so much, but this investment is really paying off. Whoa, what a headshot by Finske, taking down the Disky. He's still on the prowl. Cloudy's trying to counter snipe him. He gets him. That's an important pick, opening up a lot of routes. So many people dead for the blue team. 4 players up. Eames is still chasing up the medic. He won't be able to get him though. He's already in spawn. There's a sentry up there as well, just to protect the spawn from any stragglers in the form of Viljak or a Disky. That's all fine. Poker is still stuck in there as usual. I mean, they should be used to this at this point. Poker is just so patient with this. 23 HP and he's still shooting. Viljak now pestering the soldier. Boshi gets the kill. 110 health, but he survives this one. Now he has to survive another soldier just shooting rockets at him.
My Strong Opinions looked activated now, and they just look, you know, very decisive, and they, you know, they figure out...
CJ though! Crime! I just spotted it in the kill feed. I didn't see it, but Crime picks up CJ. That was a drop. That was a clear sound of an Uber getting dropped. That's what they were looking for. Now Bahan has 100% Uber advantage. No medic on the battlefield. All they have to do is just walk on the point and kill everybody inside, and just waiting for the respawns. They can wait. Toast is behind. He's watching the whole situation happen. He might be getting a stab here or not. I don't know. Poker, he's still being aggressive. Toast picking up Marcus. He's still looking for more. He'll be able to pick up. No, he won't, but point slowly getting captured. Crime is moving with Bahan on the point. Now the pop is on to Lightclaw, chasing up the player. Sek goes down to Disky as well, jumping sky high. Find the pipe onto CJ, looking for another, but gets reflex killed. Somehow CJ stays alive. There's 9 HP. Boshi is another one. Yeah, who has to save his medic, but he does not, as TS is the one who picks up the kill. You can't reflect those regular revolver bullets.
No, you cannot. They do get the cap in, and Bahan stays alive, so... I mean, Strong Opinions have a lot of time in this round, so Kitten needs to hold this for at least as long. But I mean, they have been looking really strong once they get a proper hold with an Uber ad.
Ooh, Sek getting caught off guard there. Now, In control is Kitty's bakenbardami. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. It's a long time. Only 1.5 minutes left on the clock for Strong Opinions. Finsky getting scope in from the lower end of the point. A lot of damage being exchanged right now. This key going flying again. This is such a soldier-friendly map. It's incredible. Both soldiers were just kind of doing so much work. Yahoo getting caught off guard. That's a good opener. A lot of kills going down the way of Strong Opinions. Kitty looking very strong in this one. They also have the full Uber advantage, so CJ probably just gonna sit tight, wait for his Uber to come in. What a huge just jump by Eames. They did not expect a demo right from above. They have to pop the Uber charge to save Bahan and save the rest of the team. But now CJ is in control of the Uber advantage. But no, he just waited this out and kills Bahan. That's even worse.
This will be rough. But I mean, maybe it's even better because the Kitty has been responding very good to when their medic dies and they have a clear disadvantage. They just, group up and go immediately in. But that's a big start, getting cloudy. Now Funsky has all the sidelines to work with.
And that's what he needs, but Adiski is still there, and Viljak is still there, and Toast is still there. They're all out there to kill Finske. Let's see what they do. Toast is kind of a little bit busy with a pyro chase. Running away is the spy main, but cannot run away from Meath, or as a Lightclaw actually. It's a little bit faster, Cloudy now. Respawn, looking to get the point cap. Yeah, there he is. Ooh, that was a little bit of a flick shot, but he missed that one. He's still looking for more. He gets it on the heavy. Looking for another. Oh, so close. They pick up Emilio Estevez and the Eames going down. That's looking very promising for Kitty's bakenbardami. CJ has only 40% as opposed to 65 on the side of Pahan. They have control of the point, and only 1 minute and 15 seconds to go on the clock.
I mean, that was just a coordinated stab and a bomb. One soldier and one spy, and they just completely destroyed their combo and just scared them so much that they had to back out. And CG goes down to Franski as well.
What? That's why this is the reason why he was so focused. You let Finske just any bit of room, and this is what he does. He misses those 2 shots, but he's probably gonna get the ones that are very important. Oh, and that's what I'm talking about! Finske gets a Viljak kill. Just like that, easy peasy for that sniper main. The Diski is a lot of trouble, a lot of people dead for the red team. 40 seconds left on the clock. 4 Kitty's bakenbardami, 100% overcharge in the bank, poker in the right spot. CJ is just not doing too hot this round. If Kitty's bakenbardami wins this one, they go all the way to the 3rd map, and they might actually be going from the top seed into the finals.
Going hard here. Let's see if they can get a force out.
Oh, they do. Bahan has to pop, but he has the advantage. He can work with it. A lot of people going down for the red team, picking up kills left and right. Crime is on full health right now. The Uber fades. They have 10 seconds to go. Now it's all or nothing for Strong Opinions. They have to do this. And Yusuf is walking on the point. There, so is Yahoo, just to blow everybody away, but there's just no, they don't have the range needed to kill people in Banana. Here comes Crime, there's a lot of damage, picking up Yahoo, Stag, Viljak. Just a lot of kills going to side of Blue. Will they be able to use overtime? People are jumping, and there he goes! Kitty's bakenbardami, get it!
Oh my lord, that was insane. And it's kind of frustrating because you saw how Aduski and Eames and Viljak all went in for the force, and when they get the force, they lost 4 players. And they can't get back to the point. We saw it yesterday as well with Jack's Make-A-Wish team. They feed players forget the force, they get the force, and then no time left.
That is a game that is going to be talked about for years to come. What a comeback from Kitty's bakenbardami on CP or KOF Warmtic. They've done such a good job. I mean, they, like Strong Opinions, were investing, I think, 4 classes into killing Finske and basically locking down Poker.
Yes.
Poker is all the time going up there and just sitting there and just putting some damage if he was giving a little room, or just sitting there and tanking the damage. He was fine with it, and he was doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. And I was just wondering, who is going to give out first? Is it going to be Poker, or is it going to be Strong Opinions just getting tired of that heavy sitting up there and wasting so much resources from Eames on putting those sticky traps up there just to control him? Because if you let Poker out of that spot, you're in a lot of trouble.
And another thing is that when you don't have to heal Poker up there, he's just eating a sandwich, minding his own business. That means you put so much more heals onto your scout, into your pyro, into your demo. You can overheal your sniper, and you can just buff your soldier all the time. And everyone's just getting more heals on the point.
As, well, one more thing is that Finske was just getting so blocked by literally everything. Adiski jumping on him all the time, Viljak on the duty, there was Toast that was constantly stabbing the sniper. It was just a sad job, for Finske. And I was also like, who is going to give out first? Because Finske, if you give him a little bit of room, he can do magic with it. But at the same time, what if you just focus him so hard, he starts raging? We don't know what's going on, but Finske just kind of persevered. He didn't switch to any weird unlocks. He kept going out of spawn, and he kept accepting the fact there's 3 people jumping on there on the one person, and that one person, they were just okay with that investment from Strong Opinions. It was working out for the most part, but then somehow Strong Opinions kind of like, okay, let's stop killing Finske. We need to focus on the point. You let Finske a little bit of room, then just like everyone is just so scared. CJ cannot come out. He's too scared to come out. It's insane.
It will be amazing to see what we're coming up with the next map.
And welcome back to Copenhagen LAN 2019. My name is Jake. This is Seal as usual. Our 2 best Highlander casters available for LAN 2019 in Copenhagen, as we're getting back into the action between Strong Opinions and Kitty's bakenbardami. First map, CP Galiwash. That was the Strong Opinions win. Second map, surprisingly enough, Kitty's bakenbardami taking it 3-2. Now we're going all the way to the third map, another Koth map. What can we expect from both those teams? I mean, Koth map, Kitty wins. Another Koth map. Shall we see another repeat of what happened?
I mean, I think we're saying, you know, the Russians, Kitty are just matching them in terms of picks and in terms of coordination and in terms of firepower. You know, both Demomen are just doing, you know, Eames and Crime are just pumping out damage. Both Shadowdisker are just non-stop jumping, you know, everywhere. And both snipers are absolutely sick.
Now, the gates are down. Both teams are out of the gates. Crime is so fast to middle. Already put some 58 damage into Eames. There's a little bit of a trouble getting healed up by CJ. Bashi going up there, but he's going to get shut down by Viljack. And now just waiting for some more heals is Kitty's bakenbardami in on the blue side. Strong Opinions on the red, I believe. The other way around, actually. As Yahoo, well, just kind of a statement going on. What a headshot by Finske. Well, that's a body shot, but still a kill is a kill. As some wise man once said.
Nobody has touched the point yet.
Yeah.
So he's playing very passively.
Kitty actually getting a little bit aggressive there. Toast picking up the sniper Finske. Now Sek is doing some work on the side. The sentry gun is also dishing out some additional damage. 4 people down for the blue team. Strong Opinions. Seems that Kitty's bakenbardami will be victorious on this one. That first move out of Strong Opinions didn't quite work out in their favor, and they just claim it like that.
You see Toast here just waiting for Finske to spawn. That was his first goal. As soon as he crossed the mid, he just waited for Finske.
Oh, and he gets him. Just like that. I mean, Toast is just going to be sitting on Finske's back the entire time, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. Boshi gets a double jump, puts a nice rocket, but he's going to get cleaned up as well there. Just know how dangerous these Russians are. Uber comes out of blue team very early. A counter pop out of Pahan to save his life. Point is just slightly touched by the Strong Opinions team. Now they're trying to just clean up the rest of the red players. Only Meep is down for them, or you lose Marcus as well. And they lose the point in succession. Now, Kitty's bakenbardami have to regroup, get their heals back up. But Finske, what a headshot onto Cloudy, opening up so much room, and now he has to have his eyes all around the place. Finske is still scoped in. He's missing his own Toast. Like a clockwork, third kill of his on this map is another kill on Finske.
I mean, the difference between the snipers are that Cloudy is playing with the combo on the floor. Like, it's not a great sight lines, but it's getting protected from the opponent's spy. So the only way to take down Cloudy as they're playing is to headshot him. Then Finske needs the support. But if he's playing alone without a Razorback like this, he's gonna get harassed all the game.
Oh, that's a fourth kill by Toast.
I think all 4 of them are on Finske as well.
Yes.
I mean, 3 of them are at least.
Ooh, but so many kills going down the way of Strong Opinions. Still in control of the point, still getting those kills. As he misses this one jump. He is still looking for a kill. Nice shot, rocket, and he did another. But Pahan on 22 HP survives this engagement. Didn't pop his Uber, which is, you know, makes me feel like Pahan has nerves of steel. And not only that, moving back onto the point after getting some respawns. The teleport is up and running in the right place as well. Cloudy now is scoping in. Ooh, it's a sword kill onto Miliestovich by Lightclaw. Nicely done by the scout of the Russian team. Now Bashi getting ready to a jump. Jumps up, 1 rocket, 2 rockets, 3 rockets out of his rocket launcher. some just splash damage, but nothing major. Uber comes out. He is getting ready to stab any stragglers, but no, he's a little bit too early on the draw there. CJ pop, but much later pop by Baha, chasing down any stragglers. Point hasn't been capped yet, just being finished off by Laklo. Slow lone held, getting cleaned up there by Viljak. Now Baha is a little bit of a trouble, has to get away from the situation. They didn't even finish off the point, but maybe that's a good thing. They get this faster respawn. Poker.
I mean, you saw Warmtic that Strong Opinions would just give up the point for no reason. Like they had Uber or they didn't have, but they were playing in the banana. That's you know you're further back. On this map, it's a bit narrower, so you can defend it closer to the point, and you can let them come in very far on the point, and then just go and
But
punish them.
Eames gets a Pahan kill, and Cloudy picks up little LC50 Lightclaw, and another headshot onto Marcus. This man is unstoppable, and it seems that, sticking with your combo for Cloudy is working out much better than Finsky just walking about, as he just got picked up by Toast yet again. Storm Pains are in full control of this point. 30 seconds to go for the first round, and they don't seem to be losing it anytime soon. However, CJ 100%. Ubercharge only 11-15 now on the side of Bahan. They need to make their first step. Toast is still there, and I think Marcus has been called for just a spy check for the team. Uber comes out, however, chasing down the medic is Viljak. He's getting lobbed up and now lobbed away. And it's a double shot there from a lot of bullets. Now Yahoo's a lot of trouble, gonna get picked up. Finsky getting sniped by Cloud. That's a 6 kill to his name. Emilio Estef is doing a lot of damage. Losing players, now Strong Opinions. They need to do something about the situation. The point is still there, so they're getting some cap time on it, red team. They need to do it. CJ goes on the point as well. He's trying to save the situation. He's gonna go down. No, he does not. Red team falls first.
And look at that Wrangle Minis entry, getting about 5k on the point. I mean, just waiting for, the last players to come down. They just finish them off.
Been working so well. Cloudy already first round and already 10 kills. Finsky only 5. He's still lagging behind.
That's 7 deaths. 7 deaths. That's so many.
And this is like 90% of them is by the spy, by the way.
Yeah, it's only a. You see, he's popping up. You just need to give him their space.
Give him a little bit of space, and he's gone. Finsky now 46 HP being pestered here by a Disky. Waiting for a push is a red team. Kitty's bakenbardami picking up, speed here going to this middle, losing Boshi in the ground here. Cloudy scoping in, trying to find Pahan's head, but he doesn't get it yet. He's just putting shots, pops left and right, but he misses all of them. And now in control is Kitty's bakenbardami. They can get into this. It's only 1 round down.
Yeah, and Cry, you see Finsky is playing with the combo now like Cloud is doing, so it's nice to see that they're adapting.
Cloudy, nice body shot onto the demo man, but oh, what a headshot there, 207 damage on the Pyro. Still looking for more. Pahan's just running in the open, and the counter pop is gonna come a very, very late. Nice flash onto a Poker to save him. A lot of flashing going on for CJ as well. That's gonna go down, and CJ gets picked up by Crime, in addition to Sek, and they're just cleaning up house. The point has not been capped by Strong Opinions, which means Pahan's on 35 HP, but still in control of the point. Respawns are coming in for Strong Opinions. Now, Kitty's bakenbardami have to reclaim their health as much as they can. Mustaf is still looking for some more. He was just kind of struggling and lagging behind the team and picked up easily.
This, that main door, it's just, you never fall out from that main door. It's just a slope. It's gonna collect all the damage, like a sewer of damage. Especially when you're a demo and just bombing in, just pumping out the pipes and stickies.
Here
it's a suicide, rather.
Pretty much. And slowly, Strong Opinions are getting ready to get on this point. Ubers are about equal. Toast is getting ready to stab Finsky again, but I think the rest of the team is now supporting the sniper. They know how much damage he can do. A lot of damage coming to the way of Eames. He gets cleaned up as well. Now Cloudy is scoped in and ready to get a body shot at anybody who crosses his path. Looking for Finsky. Finsky just drops down, looking for some shots himself. It's just a 1v1 sniper battle, but that's what we're looking for. And right now, point has been reclaimed here by Strong Opinions, finally putting themselves on the clock. 1 minute and a half to go for Kitty's bakenbardami. Toast is just waiting for an opportunity to kill the sniper. He's going to probably eat the sandwich. Oh no, he's waiting. He knows that if it vanishes, it's dangerous. Marcus is just protecting Finsky at this point.
Yeah, he's protecting the heavy as well, because now Poker's playing Cliff, so he drops down and he gets stabbed. Maybe he should swap to the Razorback. He can't get buffed, but he's not playing with the combo either, so maybe that is not helping.
Exactly, that might work. I mean, you can just use a revolver. There's a lot of scrap fight going in the middle right now. A lot of people dead for Kitty's bakenbardami. Picking up some more is Toast. Actually, gunning down Marcus. He's still on the prowl. Pahan's 50 HP, running away to spawn. He needs to heal up again, but he saves his 38 Uber charge. However, CJ is sitting on 70% himself. He'll be able to hold the point quite significantly easier. Emilio Estevez, with tandem with Cloudy sitting on the rock, good position for both of them to sit on. It's going to be difficult for the team to go, but here goes a headshot onto Cloudy, just making sure, oh, you got to get away from this point, and we need this. 100% onto CJ, 75 on to Bahan. He needs to build it fast. They lose Crime, however. That is a huge boon to them. They need to do something. Bashi jumps in for a Diski, cleans him up, and he's still on the prowl. He's still looking for some more. Aims as well. Bashi 2 HP. And he's still behind. He's still alive. Oh my god, they're waiting. Sek is waiting for him. Uber comes out, however. What's happening? Like, the Russians are much faster. CJ popped his Uber quite early, trying to defend this point, but point is almost kept by the red team. They're in control now. They only lost Yahoo and Viljek, strong opinions. CJ's in a lot of trouble though. He's gonna get stabbed. They are shot by DTS. And that's what they're looking for. A lot of players down for Kitty's bakenbardami, and they have a long respawn wave, but they just got a few coming in as reinforcements, so they might actually keep a hold on to this.
I mean, TS was the man with a mission there. He was going to kill the medic no matter what. It doesn't matter if it was butter knifing or... Oh, is he Cloudy gets Bahan? That's massive.
That's huge as Cloudy. 7th kill streak. I mean, it's, sticking with your combo strategy is working out well for him as he picks up Marcus as well. He's still looking for more. Taking a pot shot at Poker. Poker's still hiding behind that rock. He doesn't want to get into the snipe line. And point hasn't been yet capped by strong opinions. They're waiting it out. They're just kind of bleeding players for the red team, but you gotta cap the point if you want to, keep control of it. Poker is now a lot of trouble. They're finishing off Bashi in the background as well. Oh, and another step by TS onto Eames, and Emilio gets picked up. That looks super promising for Kitty.
I mean, the only thing in favor for strong opinions now is that Cloudy was up on a 9 until 10 kill streak, so before he got killed. So, but he can't do everything because he's doing so much work for them on every single map. But they need to be able to utilize his threat.
Really bleeding players left and right. Yeah, here Crime actually going down there. To a reflect. Poker also down for the count. No Como players to help Bahan get on themselves on the point. CJ also has that advantage over Bahan, so Bahan just needs to stay alive, wait a little bit. There's only 11 seconds left on the clock, 60 seconds on the strong opinion. Slimer might see what happens. TS now is lurking about. He gets the burn of fire, but he stabs against the pyro. Uber comes out onto Viljak, now following up with Eames. Eames jumps up, looking for a Bahan kill. They find the pyro, however. Marcus, Meave all going down. Bahan, if he stays alive and waits for respawn waves, that is a very good situation for them. Creative situation to get back into this. Viljak is festering. The poor Heavy still on hell, but so is the Scout. Now Poker is waiting for those heals. Bahan's going to have 100% Uber advantage. They need to use this right now.
A massive opportunity here to get around on the board. I mean, with the combo coming in on high ground with Uber.
And there goes Crime, getting flashed immediately, chasing down the enemy team. All they have to do is have the point and hold it for 11 seconds. Not a lot, tall task to do. CJ's a lot of trouble. Crime all missing 2 pipes on him, but he gets one sticky. CJ's low on point. Oh, and there's a Poker. Marcus all going down. There's only 2 people alive for the red team. They need to do something about it. Such a short time. And it looks like Strong Opinions will be able to hold this point. 7 seconds on the clock. Now, the respawn wave is coming, but they're not fast enough to the point to actually get it done.
And you saw how Crime tried to walk over point to just kill CJ, but CJ doesn't have Uber, so he's not the main target. I mean, as a demo, you should just try to deny people coming to the point when you're capping it, and you just need to spam the doorways. But they're all over-committing, trying to get as much value of that Uber as possible. But, I mean, if they got on the cap, they would have a high ground, and they would have had the objective that Force to bring Strong Opinions to come to.
Again, just putting some pipes into it. Oh, what a serve off of a pipe there by Adiski. Now Adiski going all the way behind, being chased by Lightclaw, trying to finish him off. Emilio Estevez also putting down some damage. Fenske and TS both going down. CJ, however, gets stabbed before. That's no more medic for the side of blue. Emilio Estevez on the prowl. He's angry. He's lost his medic, and now he just wants blood. A lot of people dead for the red team. And I'm not sure if picking up CJ with that many resources was worth it, as after all, Strong Opinions are in control now of the point.
I mean, it seemed like as soon as CJ died, they knew it was a lost fight, so they just sent everyone forward trying to get frags. And I mean, they won the fight, but they do have an Uber disadvantage here coming into the next fight.
Well, Adiski putting a lot of rockets in that Heavy, but Heavy has 300 health. Oh, and he slapped Fenske in the face with that whip, taking him down. And yet again, I think I heard a medic being punished, but I think both medics are fine. Uber comes out of Bahan, chasing everybody off the point. They're going to cap it easily. 30 minutes bled from the clock for Strong Opinions. Now Crime is looking for some more. He gets shot down by Viljak. He's not known to miss those meat shots. But CJ, though, he goes down to a light claw from a pistol kill. No more medic for the side of blue. However, they are going to cap this point as the Reds have lost too many players too quickly. Now they're waiting for the respawn wave. They will be pushing back into this. They have a small Uber advantage over CJ. But they just waited. Nice timing on the cap. They got all the respawns just in time on the losing sec. Abashi's low on health, waiting for that charge, but I mean, looking pretty promising. Strong Opinions 2 points up already. All they need to do is cap the last point and they win this one.
It looks very good indeed, and they seem to figure out the biggest threats of Kitty, and they just need to keep focus and keep doing the same thing and not feel like they have the game in their hands and start doing stuff they shouldn't do.
Ooh, Viljak almost dying there to spam, and he's fine. Here comes TS, gonna get burned down by Yahoo. And a lot of damage being dealt to the side of Russians. Crime is on the Vanguard, putting so much damage on them as well. CJ on 80% and 90% onto Bahan. He has that slight advantage, but he's losing players to help him. Now Viljak's on the medic. They'll be able to get him in tandem with Adiski. No more medic on the side of Red. Blue has a 100% Uber advantage and control of the point. It looks just too good to be true for Strong Opinions.
I mean, oh, Funski's alone again. Oh, he gets support by his engineer. No, but they seem to be playing now, very structured on Strong Opinions. They have control of the point and they are aware of every threat and they're neutralizing them.
Yeah, Uber comes out early. They want to just kill some more people. They have no time to waste, really. Ooh, but poker there just picks up Emilio. He gets cleaned up himself. A lot of people dead yet again for bakenbardami. 1 minute to go on the clock for Strong Opinions to get this one in the bag. CJ is alive and kick in. Slight advantage onto Bahan, but they just need to keep him alive. There's so much mayhem, so much carnage going on from the side of Strong Opinions that it's very difficult for Kitty to actually, well, keep up with the aggression that Strong Opinions is dishing out.
Yeah, I mean, Kitty is just, so close to touching that, grand final at a LAN. So, we have more experience on the Strong Opinions style and, maybe contain themselves and still perform on the top level. They seem a bit out of sync, Kitty.
A little bit. They're losing players left and right. They get yet again. I think this is the beginning of the end or not. Bashi comes in, takes down CJ. That's a huge bomb out of the soldier. Base with light, but that's fine. That's what they're looking for. That's the opener they were looking for. They need to survive now. They need to recap this point and hold it for almost 3 minutes. Prime here taking a lot of flack for his trouble, but yeah, he's just doing damage as well. Poker slowly, just inching his way forward. They cap the point, 2 minutes and a half to go. Only 2 seconds onto the go for the side of Strong Opinions. Nice stab by Toast onto Finske, closing down that sniper sight line. Opening up it for Cloudy, who is now respawning. So no snipers on the battlefield right now. Probably all classes can breathe with relief.
I mean, they don't have a sniper, so it's going to be rough. I mean, Strong Opinions is going to use this to, take a lot of ground, and Pahan goes down immediately. This looks like the beginning of the end.
Beginning of the end, indeed.
But they lost a lot of low.
Yeah, they lost a lot. They lost CJ as well. Pahan's down for the count too. It's just basically pure on the M, no help. Ooh, but what a stab there. And he gets another TS going huge. And the point gets capped, and Strong Opinions win the game, getting themselves into the finals. And yeah, Seal. I was really hoping for Kitty to actually take this one, but they lost, and 3-0 kind of stings.
I mean, it does, and they seem to be like a strong contender, like every single round. Even though they didn't win a single round, it felt like it was close every single round. But I mean, they're still in it. They're still in the lower bracket, and now they have took a map of Strong Opinions. That's gonna boost them coming into whoever they're playing in the upper bracket final, the lower bracket final. I think whoever's playing them should be very scared.
Exactly, and Kitty are just the hidden talent that's coming to the land all over from Russia. So, knowing this game should be basically like going those both games, you can see that Strong Opinions have done their homework. And shutting down Finske, shutting down Bashi was enough to kind of keep Kitty at bay. If you allow Finske to pop off, as all the other teams allow them to do that, he will just be top scoring, top killing. But what Strong Opinions did, devoted so many resources to taking down Finske that kind of Kitty's whole setup crumbled. Now, going to the next game, what can Kitty actually do kind of to counter this? Like, what should they do?
I feel like if you compare the two teams, you have, the carries from Kitty are as equal to the carries from Strong Opinions, whereas the ones who's not as flashy as Yahoo and Sek, I mean, they're still doing a really good job and they're still bringing a lot to the table. And I think maybe that's where they're lacking in Kitty, that, a few of their players are not on the same level and they have to kind of drag them with them. And if they can step it up, I think they have a good chance of actually, coming back to the final.
Yeah, but that will conclude the games for today for Highlander. Kitty's bakenbardami versus Strong Opinions. That was the upper bracket round 2 that Strong Opinions have won, or well, they've basically ascended themselves into the final spot. Kitty's still below, and speaking of ascension, there will be a game coming up very soon in terms of sixes, and that's Ascend versus Swift, as I believe. They've been fed the information. It's at 3:30, so coming up very soon. Don't go anywhere from the monitor. It's the upper bracket final number 2 for both of those teams, trying to get themselves on the board and go into the finals. Work for that massive prize pool and those sweet medals. But that will be it for tonight, for today, in terms of Highlander. This has been Seal, amazing cast today, amazing games to watch. We've been doing it for 5 hours straight, and we're pretty exhausted. Thank you very much for sticking around, and come in again for Highlander. There's more Highlander tomorrow. That will be the finals. We'll be casting everything that we can. But for now, it's time to let the Sixes guys do their job. Thank you very much once again. See you guys later.